HRDF training session for regarding this purchase and payable module. So let me just introduce myself. My name is Joey.
Oh, Joey.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm the so-called the trainer of this session today. So over this training session, okay, you will gain the knowledge about this purchase and payable module in the PC.
Alright.
Okay. So this is our agenda today. So first thing I will brief you what is the master data we need to prepare for this to use this purchase and payable module, and then what is the purchase process, what is the payment process, and also what is the report and document we have in the Business Central. Okay, then with some hands-on practice, so that you know what to do in this module. Yes.
Do we need to introduce ourselves
Wait, later.
later?
Okay, this is our learning objective today. So after this training, you will be able to know what is the so-called activity required by the procurement. Okay, and then you will understand what is the process of the so-called stock receipt and also the stock return. Okay. Then also you will know, okay, what is the procurement department to do their stock acquisition, how they manage their inventory level, and then how they handle their so-called purchase request. Okay, and then you also will know how we process the so-called invoice from the invoice to payment. So hopefully after this session you can adopt this kind of knowledge, okay, to your company, with your company objective. Okay, so now let us have some ice breaking. So you might start to introduce what is your name, okay, where you come from, and then what are you expecting during this training session.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Faizan. I'm from AES and I'm in sales department. And my expectation for this training session is to have knowledge in terms of specific module, which is what we are going to learn today, which is the purchasing or procurement and payable module. So I'm looking forward to learn more on this session today.
Okay. Hello, my name is Wen Jun. I'm from this Agile Dynamics Solution. In short, is ATS, and I'm from this supply chain department. So the reason for me to attend this training is to gain the knowledge how to enter the sales as well as the purchase transaction in this Dynamics 365 Business Central.
Okay, so thanks for your input. Okay, so before we go into the deep, okay, so let us have to watch some video for you to understand what is the overview of this Business Central system.
Okay.
Okay, so from this video, you will understand that, okay, how the Business Central can collaborate with others Microsoft product, okay, to be work effective. Okay.
Presence of Microsoft Azure. Dynamics 365 Business Central unifies these assets into a single application. This enables teams to connect their finance, sales, service, supply chain, manufacturing, and distribution data. This connectivity ultimately allows teams to adapt faster, work smarter, and perform better.
Move to the cloud with confidence to adopt new business models faster. With flexible deployment options and innovative solutions that grow alongside your business. Connect people increase financial visibility and performance to close your books faster. Get reports sooner and obtain real-time cash flow and performance metrics at any time on any device. Today's marketplace isn't just competitive, it's constantly changing, with every day and every minute bringing something new. Be equipped for what's next and unlock limitless possibilities with Business Central.
It's important.
Okay, so just now from the video, you will see that okay, if they not only introduce this so-called Business Central, they also will show you the so-called Outlook and some Microsoft other product. So actually, they just want to show you that okay, from the other Microsoft product like the Outlook, the Microsoft Office, people also can be synced to the Business Central, and then so that you can have the so-called synchronization of the data, then you can more work with more smarter and then more effectiveness. Okay, so let us to go into the next video okay, regarding the working between this Microsoft Outlook and the Excel and the Teams with the PC.
Let's take a look at how Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central leverages the power of collaborative applications to change the way that work gets done. Meet Adisa, the customer service manager at Contoso Furniture. Adisa leads a nimble customer service team enabled through Business Central. This morning, Adisa received an email with a question about a customer's order. Using the Business Central Contact Insights function, she can seamlessly move from the email to the customer's record to review their order, or she can even add the sender to her contacts. As she looks over the order, she realizes she needs additional information, so she adds it to her agenda for her upcoming sync with her team, knowing that Gabe, Contoso's customer service representative for the account, will be attending the Microsoft Teams call. Once the meeting starts, Elisa can simply paste the link to the customer card and product in question into the Teams chat. From the link Elisa shared, Gabe can quickly go directly to the information he needs and is available to drill down into the product details, bringing the team up to speed on inventory counts, delivery dates, order updates, and more. Gabe updates the product data and order status based on discussion with the team on the call, keeping everyone aligned and the work in motion. Philip, Contoso's inventory manager, is also in Teams. As Adisa shares the Business Central records, Philip is able to view them even though he doesn't have a Business Central license. Before Contoso implemented Business Central, Philip may have received the classic access denied message, but with Business Central, Philip is granted read-only access through his Microsoft 365 account, making interdepartmental collaboration easier and faster than ever. This is how Adisa leverages the collaborative power of Business Central to give her team and stakeholders in other departments the information they need to make decisions, tighten lead times, and move more product, all while staying in the flow of work in Microsoft Teams. Whether you're in the office or on the go, Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central has you covered, delivering the information you need at any time, on any device. Business Central allows Contoso to drive productivity across the business, using the connected functionality and interoperability with Microsoft 365, including Microsoft Teams. Later that afternoon, Gabe is helping a customer who would like to increase the order quantity on an open order that is scheduled to be picked, packed, and shipped that evening. Time is of the essence. Gabe opens the item card in Business Central to check the on-hand inventory and confirms there is enough stock to fulfill the request. Without leaving the flow of work, Gabe opens the sales order and increases the quantity. But when he tries to save the order, he gets a notification in knows the order is time sensitive, so he quickly opens a Teams chat with the customer. In that exchange, the customer tells him that they made an EFT payment to cover last week's delivery. Gabe wonders if maybe Contoso received the funds but hasn't updated the account receivable record yet. To find out, Gabe needs to work with Tamara and accounts receivable. Since his team used Microsoft Power Automate to create a special new escalation space, the series of steps Gabe uses in this type of situation is automated. Now, with a single click in Business Central, Gabe can run the automation and really save time when time is of the essence. Here, when Gabe clicks New Escalation Space, a new collaborative space in Microsoft Teams is opened to facilitate a group chat flow where stakeholders from across Contoso and his team can collaboratively work together to solve the issue. Once the escalation space is open in Teams, Gabe adds Tamara to the chat. Gabe is also able to search for the company contact in Teams and add them to the chat as well, bringing everyone together so they can stay in sync. After a brief introduction, Gabe explains that he's trying to increase the quantity of an existing order, but that the increase will need special approval from Tamara because it exceeds the customer's current credit limit. With the interoperability of Business Central, Gabe is able to add a tab that shows all of the customer invoices and payments, adding contextual business data to the chat. After understanding the issue, Tamara switches to Business Central to check for the electronic funds transfer payment. She doesn't see that anything has arrived yet, and lets Gabe know in the escalation chat. Tamara is curious about the customer's payment history. Do they pay on time? By how much will the credit limit be exceeded? She quickly exports a list of customer payments to Microsoft Excel so she can easily analyze the account history, and there it is. It turns out the additional quantity order is only a marginal increase in the customer's credit limit, and the customer has a long history of on-time payments. Tamara overrides the warning and approves the increase, letting Gabe know in the chat that he can move forward. In a matter of minutes, the issue is solved. The additional sales go through, and the customer is delighted. This is what collaborative applications are all about, making business data available broadly to quickly overcome everyday business challenges. Let's jump back into our story at Contoso Furniture and fast forward to the busiest week before the holidays, when Gabe's email inbox is bursting with new business. It seems one of his customers would like a quote on some new items. Using Business Central in Outlook, Gabe brings up the customer's record for easy reference, giving him valuable insights about the customer's purchasing billing history, their payment and account balance. Gabe notices the returning customer has not yet been awarded any discounts, despite always paying for large orders on time. In a matter of seconds, Gabe can open the list of item discounts in Excel and copy over all special prices and discounts from another premium customer. With a click, his edits in Excel are saved back to Business Central and are ready to apply. From Outlook, Gabe can also link important email attachments to the customer record in Business Central, making it easier for his co-workers across the quote-to-cash cycle to read up on this customer's unique wishes and requirements. He can quickly compose a reply with a quote based on the products that Outlook has automatically detected in the customer's email, all without leaving his flow of work. As Gabe checks the PDF of the quote he just created, he notices the offer on deliveries isn't up to date. To fix this, he clicks Export Layout to Microsoft Word and makes the changes. In Word, Gabe modifies the template that Business Central uses to create the PDFs of the quote. He does this and saves the template back to Business Central. To raise awareness with his co-workers, Gabe uses the share link functionality to circulate the updated template for review. The entire sales team now benefits from the updated sales quote template, saving everyone time and ensuring Contoso's customers are presented with consistent and professional documents. With the help of collaborative apps available in Business Central, information flows at the speed of business. Get the tools your team needs to adapt faster, work smarter, and perform better. Tap into the power of the collaborative applications in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central.
Okay, so from this video, you can see that, okay, in the Outlook, okay, if you have the info from Outlook, okay, you no need to close the Outlook page and you open another page to open the PC. You can also use in the Outlook there, you already got the embedded, okay, screen of the PC there, so you can have the so-called info, can see the info immediately, and also with the Microsoft Teams, okay, you can also fasten the so-called communication between the different departments. Okay, so now let us, okay, we shall start with the module today. So first thing is, okay, is before you start using the module, all these things, first thing you must have the master. Okay, so for purchase and payable, what is the master? Yes, it's the so-called vendor in supplier. Okay, but in the BC terms, it's called vendor. Okay, so this is the so-called vendor master in the BC. So you can see there's a number, there's a name. Number is the so-called tracking, okay, the account number.
So the number I key myself.
You can key in yourself, and you also can make it like auto assign with the running number. Okay, based on your company policy.
What is the length of the number?
The length of the number is 20.
Can I do alphabet?
Yes, it's alphanumeric. Okay, and okay, so in the vendor card you can key in the supplier name, the supplier address, even the supplier picture you also can do upload. Okay, and then in the so before you create the so-called vendor master, okay, you need to collect the info from your vendor in supplier. So of course we need to know what is their name, what is their address, what is their phone, what is their email. Okay. Apart from that, you have payment term, right? Okay, the credit terms. Okay. So what is the credit term that this supplier can provide to you? Is it 30 days or is it cash on delivery or anything else? Okay. And then your supplier, they have their bank account info. You need to store their bank account info so that it will be easier to make your payment to them.
How many bank I can solve?
So far, okay, and then payment method. So you can also define what is the payment method you make payment to this vendor. You make you pay via cash or via check or via bank transfer. That this all these things you can define in the master data. Okay, so in the vendor master, you see something called it like posting group. Okay, you will be very curious what is this posting group for. Okay, so posting group in the vendor card we need to define got 3 posting group. One is called general business, SST posting group, and vendor posting group. What is this for? Okay. Because of this GRW entry, that posting group is actually more on finance account side. Okay, so when you do a purchase transaction in the BC, okay, in the accounting wise, it will have the affect the GL double entry, the general ledger in the account side. So the posting group actually is used to define what account they need to post for when you sell, when you buy from this supplier. Okay, like this purchase account actually is defined from the general business posting group. Okay, so sometimes when you buy from the supplier may charge you SST. So this tax, this SST maybe you need to post into your tax expenses account. That one is so-called SST business posting. Okay.
What happened? I don't know how to choose the posting group.
Okay, we have the. Okay, so in the posting group there, and if you don't know what to choose, you might refer to your finance staff.
If what happens if I choose wrongly? Can I change it after?
Okay. If you, okay, for this, in this case, okay, all your this vendor card creation, you have for this posting group part, we will advise you to let your finance staff to have a review before you start using this vendor card. Okay, so if not, if you choose the wrong posting group, then they will post into the wrong account, then your finance staff need to do some data fixing or something like reclassification. Okay. So vendor account is mean the AP account, the account payable, okay, is defined by the vendor posting group. So this is the 3 posting group for. Okay, just for your info. So let us go into the business central. Okay, just a quick introduction. This is the business central interface. Okay. So this is the product name. This is the company book name. Okay.
How do I come to this page?
Okay, so you will have the so-called the access login in the paper there. Okay, so you can open the Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. Okay, you type the URL link. Okay, then the system will prompt, the screen will prompt you the so-called login. So you type the username and password. Okay,
So I must have internet connection.
I guess.
Can I do it offline? No.
Because this business central is a so-called cloud server, it's a cloud server ERP. So all the things they link with the cloud. Okay, so you must have the internet connection.
Okay.
Okay. So here we have some bookmark. So if let's say you have some page that you more frequent to use one, okay, actually you can bookmark it, okay, and then you will show here. Okay, and then here we have some icon. This is a search icon. So from this search, you can type any page that you can go. Like you want to go into the vendor listing, so you just type vendor, okay, you show it.
What happened? I don't know what's the name or the place I need to go. I don't know what's the name of that page.
Okay, like you are the purchasing people, so you will know that, okay, the page that you more frequent to access is the vendor, okay, or you more frequent go into the so-called PO page. So you can just type it first time, and then next you can do this bookmark. And next time you don't need to type again. Okay. And then you see bookmark here. Added. So you don't need to remember what is the page name that you need to key. So when I click, then it will bring me to the vendor listing.
can the screen, the user interface modify by myself?
Regarding what? This.
Some of the column, maybe I want to hide, or
Okay.
I want to see more.
Okay, like this, in the vendor listing, you see something like this with the picture. Okay, the so-called the display. Okay, like this. You feel like you will not like it. Okay, you can change it to the list. And then if let's say like the vendor statistic, this black box, you don't like it. Okay, you feel like in a little bit so you can close it. And then here we have some info. Okay, the vendor number, the vendor name, the currency. If you feel like the info not enough for you, okay, you can add it also. Okay, that one is another part how to add.
Can export to Excel?
Yes, here we have the button. Okay, open your Excel, mean you export the listing here to the Excel. Okay, let's see. So edit in Excel mean if you the info that you change in the Excel there, you will upload here. It will also reflect in this PC. Open Excel that is not just for viewing purpose. Okay, also you can share to your the team, share the link to the team, and then you can copy the link also. So here we have the filter button. Okay, you can filter by anything. You can filter by currency code. If let's say you remember that you want to see all the foreign currency vendor, then you can filter the currency code. Okay. Or let's say you didn't remember what is the the vendor code, vendor number, but you remember the name, then you can try to search.
Only can search by name?
You can search by anything. You can search by phone number if let's say you remember that phone number. The info that you can see in this screen, you can use it to search. Okay. So, if let's say you already have those supplier info, now you want to create a new vendor, so you can go to the vendor listing here. We have one new button. Just click on here. Okay, here is a template. What is this template for? Template is, okay, they can predefine some info, like let's say posting group. Okay, so you can use it. Okay. So let's say we choose the vendor company. Okay, I can close this black box. Okay. You see the number is a running number. If let's say running number, it will not give you a new number. So the thing you want to do is you need to key the name.
How many templates I can create?
So far no limit. You can create 10 template or 20 templates up to you. Okay. So name here is the supplier name. Okay. So here we have block. What I mean block? Block means, okay, let's say you don't want to do business with this supplier anymore. Okay, you can block it. Maybe let's say block payment, or I want to block all the things. Means I don't want to create PO to him. I don't want to do receiving from him. Okay. If let's say blank means no block, no blocking. Okay, business registration number, yeah. So here we have the balance. Balance means how much you still owe this supplier. Okay. And then purchaser code, you can also assign purchaser who is the purchaser of the company to deal with this supplier. You can also define it. So payee means the payee name of this company. Usually will be same as the name. Okay, so address. So you can key in the address. So this address line 1 is address line 2. So country region code, okay, you can type something like this. Let's say my address, the supplier address is in Malaysia. Okay, so I just select Malaysia country and white. See, so city and postcode. So what is the postcode?
What happen if my supplier they have multiple office or branches? Where should I key additional addresses?
Okay, hold on. Okay, this is the main address. Okay, so if let's say you have the company email, then you also can. Okay. So what is the phone number? Okay, so to answer Wenjun's question, okay, if let's say your supplier got a lot of the address, they have a lot of branch. Okay, so where you should key in? We have this order address. So from here, you can define a code. Let's say this is the KL branch. Okay, then you just key in the KL office, the supplier KL office address. Okay, you can key accordingly with the different phone number and also with the different email. Let's say it can be like. Okay, this is the order address. So just now we select the template. So the template actually they got predefined the posting rule. So we no need to fill up the posting rule anymore because the template there already predefined. Okay. So currency code. If let's say you deal with this supplier is with RM, Ringgit Malaysia, so you no need to fill up any currency code here. If local currency, then no need, just leave it blank. Okay, but how if you deal with them with, let's say USD, then you need to fill up USD.
What happen if I deal USD and SGD, then the same supplier, do I need to create two supplier?
Okay, this is up to your decision. You can create multiple vendor card for one same legal entity. Okay. If let's say you want to split like different currency, different vendor card, yes, you can create multiple vendor card. If you want to use back the one same vendor card, also can. This currency code is just a default value. When you come to the transaction level, mean PO, you still can change the currency code. Okay, so payment terms, okay, what is the credit limit they gave, the supplier gave? Okay, let's say 30 days. So payment method, how you pay this supplier. Okay, let's say it's bank transfer, then I select bank transfer. Okay, here we have referral bank account code. This is for you to maintain the supplier bank info. Let's say your supplier is using HSBC, then you can key in their HSBC bank account number here. Okay, so here we have the SWIFT code. Okay, if let's say you have the HSBC SWIFT code, you can key in. So if let's say they have international bank account number, you also can key in the IBAN.
So if I got more than one bank,
Then you can have a list here. You can create new, if let's say they have more than one bank. So you can default one bank, okay, which is more frequent to use one, to pay, let's say HSBC, then you can default here. When it comes to payment level, we also still can change it. Okay, here we have some EFT integration, the so-called electronic fund transfer. So if you have that info, then you can key in as well, but we not cover today. So receiving, okay, when you buy from the supplier sure will ask you, okay, where they should deliver to. Okay, so this location means your company warehouse location. Your company may have 4 warehouses, then you can set a default warehouse, okay, by the supplier. But when it comes to transaction level, you still can change just the default. Okay, so shipment method. If let's say they do the import outside of Malaysia, then you might have this kind of CFR or CIF, shipment method in core term. So far, any question for the vendor card?
if I got similar info, I want to replicate same vendor, can I do that?
Let's see that. Let's see, we will so far we don't have that yet. So far we don't have that function. So if you have the similar info, then you need to manual create, manual key.
What about copy to another subsidiary, same supplier?
You still need to do the manual. Unless you might have the integration. That one is outside of this today background.
Okay.
Okay, so if let's say no question, then we can have one exercise. Okay, you can try to log in the Business Central, and then you try to create a new vendor card. Okay. So we give you 15 minutes. Okay, let's see.
I give first. Then one second.
copy. Register new vendor.
create new vendor ครับ
โ Okay. Start.
Okay, so from the vendor listing, I can see that got two vendor with new vendor we created one. Okay, there's no much on top. Okay. Let's go back to the point. Okay, so now we already have the supplier info. Then now we come to this transaction. So here we have one high level flow of the purchasing. So okay, this is the flow that the procurement when they want to do the purchase, okay, what they need to do. Okay, from the okay, so first thing is they need to identify the needs. Procurement is in charge for buying the thing from other department. Let's say the finance department say they need stationery, so they need to raise this request to the procurement. So this is so-called identifying needs. So the procurement need to drop down the finance request. So they say, okay, you want a stationery, what stationery you need? You need the pen, you need the the staplers or printer or these things. Okay, so they need to identify what you need. Okay, and then second thing is requisition approval. Okay, after they know, okay, you need to buy the pen, you need to buy the stapler. So how much you need to buy? Okay, then they need to raise this request. Okay, and then maybe you pass to the head of procurement. Okay, they need to have the approval. Okay, the head of procurement need to approve. Okay, then only they can proceed to search which supplier can provide me this kind of item, this kind of stationery. So they will send the email to those suppliers, say, okay, please provide me the quotation. Okay, I need this kind of stationery, so please provide me quotation. So from those quotation we receive, okay, then the procurement will do some research, okay, do some comparison, okay, which supplier can give you the best offer. Okay, then you select the supplier, then only you create a PO to the selected supplier. Okay, so when you see the green color means this is the process that we can do it in the business central.
Okay.
So other than this, you can do it outside of business central. You can do it manually or okay, anything. Okay, so after you create PO, then you need to do some internal approval. The internal need to approve the PO, then only you can send out the PO to your supplier, then your supplier need to prepare the item and then do the delivery. Okay, so when you receive the item from the supplier, you need to do the so-called receiving action in the receipt. So you need to confirm what you receive. Then based on your confirmation, the supplier will give you the invoice. Okay, so with the invoice, okay, and then you can make the payment to your supplier. This is how the corporate purchasing flow. Okay, so in the business central, we have two types of purchase document. Okay, we can create a purchase order, we can create a purchase invoice. Purchase order, you know, like you replace the order, okay, supplier. Okay, what is the purchase invoice? This purchase invoice is the purchasing that without order. Like supplier, like your utility bill. No need to place order to DNB one or DNB just bill you. So for that kind of transaction, usually they don't create PO, they just create purchase invoice. So the difference from the PO is the after you post, we so-called posting this PO, it will become two document, posted document. What is so-called posted purchase receipt? Means the good receiver. The item you receive. Posted purchase invoice is the invoice that you receive from the supplier. Okay, but for purchase invoice, we don't have this purchase receipt because we don't do receiving of the item. So we only have the supplier invoice, so-called posted purchase invoice. Using the search function, okay, we can type purchase order. No need to type the full wording. Okay, the system will still show you the result. Okay, purchase order. So here we have the bookmark. You can bookmark as well if let's say this is the frequent screen that you go. Okay, so we have purchase order. So when you see the purchase order, you see there is a list of purchase order. This is those purchase order that not yet completely filled. Maybe some not yet do receiving, some already do partial receiving but not yet invoice. All those pending PO will be listed. Okay, so you see when you see the new button here, means that you can create the new PO. So here, the system will just ask you the first few is what is the vendor. So we use back the vendor that we created just now. Let's say the vendor is ABC company. I can just type the name and then I just enter. It will give you the matching record. Okay. So here we have the show more. When you click show more, you will see the vendor number and the vendor name. Here, this is your PO number. This is the running number we can set. So when you have a new PO, then we'll give you a new number. So no need to manually type the PO number.
Is it only one series, the PO number?
Currently is one series. You can have multiple running number.
So I can choose.
Unit. This one needs to set up. Okay, so the address, the info, the phone number info, all is getting from the vendor card. Okay, here we have document there, we have invoice receipt there. Okay, because this is a PO that I just created. I not yet received the supplier invoice, so this one you can leave it blank. So when the invoice number you can key in if you have, okay, when you receive the supplier invoice, you can key in the supplier invoice number here as a cross reference. Okay, so purchaser code. This is also from the vendor card. If let's say this Jim Olive, okay, is in charge, is still with this supplier, but today he on leave, he got another people to in charge, then you can change it. Maybe change to Lina. Okay, this one can change at the transaction level. Okay, so we have the vendor order number. If let's say vendor got give you the sales order, then you can key in the number here for the reference. If let's say vendor got the DO number, you also can key in the vendor shipment number, just for information. So So invoice detail, you can see the currency code all is from the vendor card. So if let's say you use with them with USD, okay, you need to key in the currency rate, then you can click this three dot to key in what is the currency. Okay. So payment terms, all these things. Then you got shipping, okay, ship to which location? Your blue warehouse. You can change if let's say you want to ship to another warehouse, then you can change it.
Okay.
So after that, then we come to the line. Line here is for you to list down okay, what item you want to buy. So type here you can put item. Sometimes we might buy fixed asset from the supplier, then this one is called you choose fixed asset. Sometimes maybe you subscribe to service, then you can choose GL. So let's say now we just want to buy the item, we want to buy a bicycle. Okay, so I just choose the bicycle, this is the item listing code. So we choose a bicycle. So description here, you can key in more info. Let's say what kind of bicycle you want. You want a black bicycle, then you can key in more description. Okay. So here we have quantity. So how much you want to buy? Let's say I want to buy 10 pieces. Okay. What is the direct unit cost? Means that what is the price that the supplier offer you? They say, okay, previously maybe okay, this is the cost, is the last cost that you buy, but it might be different than the supplier offer price. Supplier say, oh, this time I offer you 210 USD for each bicycle. Then you need to key in here. Okay, then the line amount will be multiplied by the quantity and then come here. So here we have the quantity to receive is, okay, this one is the next part. Okay. So this is the PO. Okay. So after you create the PO, here we have the print and send. Okay, you can print the PO or you can generate it as a PDF and then you email to the supplier.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the PO, just for invoice. Any question?
So can I copy the PO from the previous one?
Can. Okay, in the PO here we have a function called copy document. Okay, you can copy from the previous PO or you can copy from the previous posted invoice also can. As long as you know where you copy from which document. If let's say you select posted invoice, then means that this is the invoice number. You want to copy from. Okay, you can copy from the document that not belongs to this supplier also can. Okay, just for the info. Okay, so if okay, then we can just try to create a PO.
Okay.
showing using Payable so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, just assuming now you already create a PO, got the approval, and then you also send the PO to the supplier already. Okay, now come to the next. Is the supplier get ready all the thing, get ready all the thing you want. Okay, so they try to deliver the item to you. Okay, okay, but you see that the supplier say they deliver the bicycle on the 14th of August. Okay, but the warehouse, your warehouse staff say, hey, you order 100 bicycle, but they only deliver 80. Then in the system, how we handle? Okay, we go back to our PO. We select back our PO. Okay, then let's go down to the line here. Okay, so for the purchasing staff, okay, or procurement staff, they need to go back to the respective PO, okay, and then to according to their warehouse feedback, okay, they need to put the correct quantity in the under this field called quantity to receive. Okay, let's say I order 10, but they only give me not fully deliver to me, just deliver partial. Then I need to put how many you got. The warehouse say only 8, then I put 8. Okay, and then here we have vendor shipment number. So when the supplier deliver the item to you, they sure will have DO1. Then you can key in their DO here. Based on the DO number, okay, that they give it to you. Okay, here we have posting date. So we put the different date. When you receive. Maybe 13 you send out the PO, 14 they only ship to you. So if you are posting date, and then here under home here we have one post. Okay, so for post, after you click post, the system will prompt you a message like a box like another box like this. So they will ask you, you want to only receive, or you want to post invoice, or you want to post receipt and invoice. But in this case, we didn't receive any supplier invoice. We just got the bicycle only. So I just choose receive, then click OK. So in the system here, you will see here we have one quantity received with the ED, then already received 8. So still left 2. Okay. So you can try now. close the so-called receiving already, okay, then the supplier give you the invoice. So the invoice there say, okay, they bill for 80 bicycle. So we match up. So inside the system, okay, here we have quantity to invoice. Okay, so you have to put not more than the quantity to receive. You cannot say I received 8 quantity but I invoice for 10 quantity. System will not allow you to do that. Because it's impossible that your billing will be more than your receiving quantity. So, okay, so quantity to invoice, okay, I follow the supplier punya itu quantity, okay, and then same thing, I need to key in the vendor invoice number. What is their invoice number? And then same thing, posting date. Either you first. So let's say first. Okay. Post. But this time I only post invoice. Because last time I post receiving, now sekarang post invoice saja.
Okay.
Then just click OK. So when we go back to the line, you will see quantity sudah invoice 8. Okay, so means that we still have some remaining, okay, not yet received, not yet invoice. Okay, so you may try now. Before we go into the purchase return, any questions so far? Any question regarding the PO, the purchasing flow, anything you want to ask? Nothing?
Okay.
Okay, so if okay, can we have maybe 10-minute bio break? We come back at 4:40, then we continue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Stop. What is it?
I don't need to go for toilet break. Toilet.
So like
Bos punya bila work finances ah. Okay, okay. Oh, macam ni. Sorry.
cakap dengan kutip lah. So buat kartun saja dia kutip.
Dia. Oh.
Mungkin nanti dia lupa kutip atau tahu. Ini kopi apa? Makan sini buat. Sini ada kat ni lah. 而家菜熟個奶就咁啊，叫長江咖啡，嗱變到長江咖啡，冇嘢啦，makan lah, ah, dua lalu lah, apa minum ah, jadi tidur,
Nombor sikit lah.
ah, so, jadi dia,
Continue. Okay. 440.
jadi orang tarik lah, jadi berdiri,
Sorry. Okay.
aku takkan nampak, dia buat kartun sini.
Okay, so we continue Okay, so after you purchase sometimes you might need return. Kerana you nampak okay to bicycle rusak. Okay, so mungkin you nak return. So got one return flow also. So return flow is okay. First thing also we need to identify the need of return for return. Why you need to do return? Because of damage or because of anything else. Okay. So second is you need to create a return request internally first. Okay, at least you need to tell procurement say you need to do return, so that the procurement then they need to identify all the things and then after that they ask their purchaser to communicate with the supplier, say they need return. Okay. So this number 4 is very so important. You need to notify your supplier first before you really return balik itu rosak punya bicycle. Okay, because sometimes the supplier akan cakap, oh itu bicycle rosak apa, next time kita buat itu good exchange. I bagi you itu bicycle yang baru punya, then you bagi itu rosak punya. Buat exchange saja. Okay, tak payah buat itu documentation, just exchange sometimes okay. Or sometimes they will, mungkin the supplier will tell you that, oh, then I return, I give you CN. Okay. So it's up to the conclusion between you and the procurement and the supplier, then we need to identify what is the next. So if let's say supplier cakap, oh just buat good exchange saja, okay, then no need to buat apa return order, no need. Jika dia cakap, okay lah, you buat ni, you buat itu return order bagi saya, then we come to the number 5, purchase return order creation. Okay, so when you have return order, then you need to arrange the shipment. You need to send back the bicycle to them, or maybe supplier to arrange the lorry come to collect. Okay, this is also part of the communication. Okay, and then number 7 is the supplier internal. Okay, they need to check why, what is which part is rosak something. Okay, and then number 8 they will issue the credit note CN. Okay, then this number 9 is this CN that you receive from the supplier, you need to pass back to your finance or the AP department. So they need to do the knock off offset with the current invoice. Okay, this is the whole flow. So in the BC we have this purchase return document. Okay, it's actually the so-called the reversal of the PO. Okay, so just now we have PO, so now this one we have PRO, purchase return order. So when you post purchase return order, you got two things. One is so-called posted return shipment. I already ship back, okay, then to them. Okay, and then you will have the CN from the supplier. Okay, sometimes you no need to send back the item. Maybe it's because of the service. They give you discount. They just give you CN directly.
Okay.
No item involved here, then that thing you can just create purchase credit memo without return order. So only CN, so no shipment. Okay, let's go back to the system. So this is a PO screen, so we have another screen to handle this return order. So we can just type purchase return order. Okay, so let's say you see nothing means no pending return order. Okay. So here we have new. So actually what info to key actually more or less sama dengan PO saja. Okay, what is the vendor? Then you just key in the vendor. Okay. So all the info also get from the vendor card. So sini ada itu vendor CN number, then you can key in if let's say you have one. Okay, so who is the purchaser to communicate? Let's say Lina. Okay, so also some. Okay, location from main location because my PO is shipped to the main warehouse one. So sekarang when I return balik, okay, of course need to return from my main warehouse. Okay, so sini item line, you can manual key in like macam like how you key in the PO. Okay, and or you can also choose to click this button under prepare. You have one get also document line to reverse. Just now we already post the so-called invoice already, so we have the record there. So I can choose better which invoice that I want to return. So is this item, then I choose and click OK. Then it automatically fill up the info for me. Okay, so you need to make sure what the quantity is correct or not. So tadi I received 8 quantity. Sekarang rosak mungkin 2 saja. Then I just put 2. I want to return 2 only. Okay. So this quantity no need to negative or what, just put it positive 2 because this is return order. No need to negative. The system no need to negative already. No need to negative sign. So the cost berapa? Okay. So all is follow the posted invoice. So after you post the so-called, after you ship back to them, okay, you need to keep this return on, okay, then you need to do posting. Ship. Okay. Invoice ini bukan itu invoice, invoice ini ialah means for the CN. I hanya return balik saja, okay, but I haven't received any CN yet. So just ship. Okay. So return quantity ship 2. Then this is how we do this return order. Okay. So you can try it now how to create one return order, and then you post the shipment.
This looking for sampai shipment aja.
Oh, okay, sekejap.
Ini buat habis.
Kau habis tak?
So nanti dia check. Okay.
Okay.
Ini airnya.
Kenapa? After I shift tadi, I use this one too.
My God, this one. I don't really use sama.
Macam je.
Ini air
Apa,
apa?
apa?
Oh ini ya. Ini bukan air dulu.
Ini I punya,
I use same KT Sloman. Tapi
Oh.
ini bosnya.
Oh. This one 002 I know. Ini 003 lah, dengan 2 lah. 2 adalah sayapnya.
Which one? But okay. Bosnya.
Tahu kan? Cara lu kesalahan. You can get pusat dokumennya. Buat memang masalah.
Which one is one? This one. And then sheep.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay, so after you, you return rather into, damaged item, the supplier will give you the so-called CN. So when you receive the CN, you need to key in the CN number, the supplier punya CN number. Okay, so sini ada satu posting date, okay, bila you dapat itu CN.
Okay.
This proof on me.
I regret.
Silap-silap. Sorry.
Okay. So sekarang I nak post, I sudah dapat itu supplier punya CN, okay? So I nak post CN. So I change my posting date bila I dapat. So what is the CN number in the supplier punya CN? So he's putting. Okay, and then so in the supplier CN, okay, what is the quantity in the supplier CN? So I return 2 mah. So supposedly in the supplier punya CN, sana also put it as 2 quantity.
Okay.
So then I just go through, post it. Invoice me, post the CN. And just click OK. Okay. So after it posts, it will become the posted credit memo. This is the CN in my system as our your record purpose. So you will see that 2 quantity only because of CN. So your next activity is to post the credit memo. supplier. Okay, so when we make payment to our supplier, we will go into the page called payment journal. Okay, usually this so-called this payment part, okay, is handled by finance, not procurement. So for procurement, what is their responsibility is they need maybe they need to provide some invoice, okay, because when the company want to pay to the supplier, they need to have an internal approval also. So when the internal approval, they need maybe their management, okay, need the supplier invoice as a reference. So procurement need to provide that. Okay, so we have the page called payment journal. Okay, so payment journal here. So payment journal, you can use the batch call PMT. Okay, you can use the batch call PMT. So here, posting date, okay, when you pay, let's say it's 30. Okay. So document type always payment.
Okay.
Document number usually it will running number. It's a running number. It will automatically give you a new number. External document number is the payment reference number. Usually maybe is let's say you do bank transfer, you might have the gyro number. Or let's say you do the TT foreign transfer, you have TT number. Okay, maybe let's say you pay via check, then you have check number. So account type, usually you choose vendor. Account number, which vendor? Let's say I want to pay for my ABC company. So description, you can put something meaningful, like let's say paying for outstanding invoice. Okay, you can put some meaningful description. So currency code, you want to pay USD or you want to pay for other currency. So when you see a 3 dot means that I can put different rate. Okay, because sometimes the invoice rate and payment rate might be different because of the timing of the transaction. So you can put payment method code is flow from the vendor code, vendor card. Okay, balance account type, bank. Balance account number, which bank? Which bank you use to pay. Let's say your company, you have public bank, you have RHB, then you need to define which bank you use to pay to that supplier, your company bank. Okay, so let's say I use this checking bank. Then amount. So amount here, you can manual key in how much you want to pay, or you can go to click this apply entry. Means I want to pay for which invoice. Okay, here we tell you, okay, all the so-called pending document, so like this invoice and those CN, okay, haven't fully offset with each other one, and then you all show here. So I want to pay for invoice, then I select invoice, click this set applies to ID. Means I select this invoice. So select the invoice, you can see what is the remaining amount of that invoice. So here amount to apply. Okay, sometimes maybe remaining amount I got 1,600. I don't want to pay for full. I want to pay partial only. Let's say 500. Then I just put 500. And then I click OK. system will just show 500. Amount LCY, okay, this amount means if you have foreign currency, then this is a foreign currency amount. And this LCY means multiplied by the exchange rate. You got the LCY. Okay. And then after that, you can go through posting. When you click yes, then post. And the thing gone already, then you can prepare for the next payment. So far, any question? Okay. Huh? Yeah, understand. Okay. So if understand, then you can try to do one payment. is the process, okay, actually is just in video to show you.
You don't have to. Move to Monday CRM.
Today, we're going to be discussing the purchase to payment process of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, including the purchase order process, receiving, invoicing, and payment terms.
Okay, so purchase order processing, receiving, invoicing, actually we already did, and the payment journal we also already did. Okay.
Once the receipt has been made and we receive the invoice from our vendor, we can invoice directly from the purchase order. Here we will go ahead and update our posting date to the date of the vendor invoice. The due date will automatically calculate based on the vendor's payment terms, and we could specify the vendor invoice number. In the line section, we could also change the quantity to invoice if it's something different than the original order quantity. Once we have specified the information, we could go under posting post and select the invoice option. Once we click OK, the system will record the invoice. And now we could click on yes to open the posted invoice.
Okay, so this actually to show you, okay, how to post invoice like just now what we did. Okay. So here in this video, it also
And here
show
we can go
you
ahead and select the corresponding
how to
batch.
create the
In our
payment
case, we're
journal.
gonna select the bank reconciliation batch, since we have a bank account where we're gonna issue the payments from. Once we open the batch, we can specify the date of our payment, the document type will be payment, and then we could go ahead and select the vendor that we'll be issuing the payment to. Once we have selected the vendor, we can go under process, apply entries. Here we're gonna get a list of all the open invoices, and now we can select which ones we wanna pay. In this case, we'll pay 2 invoices. So once we have selected them, we can click on process, so it applies to ID.
Okay, so this is to show you if let's say you have one payment want to pay for 2 invoices, okay, so this is the process. Okay, you need to select more, then you click applies to ID. Just now we just try one payment, one invoice. Okay, this is for one payment, 2 invoice.
In the amount to apply field, we can change the amount we want to pay if we want to issue a partial payment. Once we have updated the amount to apply, we'll go ahead and click OK. The amount will automatically calculate based on the selections we made in the previous screen. The bank account information will automatically populate based on the batch we have selected. And then the bank payment type.
Okay, so even though you select 2 invoice in the previous screen, in here it will also show you one only because one payment. Okay. So bank payment type is for you, okay, let's say you got issued check. Then you will use this field called bank payment type.
Here we can specify what type of payment was this. A computer check would be a check generated from the system. A manual check would be a check issued manually or payment done outside the system. Electronic payment will generate an ACH file that can be uploaded to your bank's portal. In this case, we'll go ahead and issue a computer check. Once we have selected a computer check, we can go up to the check.
Okay, so in this, okay, it's just to show you if let's say you got computer print check. I need to print check from the system, so the system should provide the so-called paying in and the amount and date. So how to do that? So this is just to show you.
Check menu and select print check. Bank account, we will confirm the bank account where we issue the payment. And then select the print option. So here's a preview of each sample check. These could be modified as needed based on your company's needs.
Okay, so this is their sample. So if let's say for our sample, we have our own check format, right? So our check format actually can be customized one based on your requirement.
Modified as needed based on your company's needs. Once the payment has been finalized, we would select the post print option and post. We will confirm. And then we would get a confirmation that the journal license post is successful.
Okay, so this is the whole process of the payment side. Okay, so in the DC, okay, we have some report and documents, okay, that the BC already available for you. Okay, so like vendor list, if let's say your auditor asks you to provide the list of your supplier, okay, you can also generate this report from the system. Okay, inside the system. So how to generate the so-called report in the BC? Okay. One thing is you can using the search function. You can search the report name. Let's say vendor list. Okay, so when you click, okay, you can put some filter if you want. Then you can preview, or you want to send to as a PDF, or you want to generate as Excel, or you want to print also can. Okay, so the second way is you can go to the vendor. Okay, here we have the report. So here we also have the report listing. So when the top 10 list, okay, you can see what is the top 10 vendor of the purchase, or top 10 vendor of the balance, vendor balance. Okay, and then you also can see the order summary. You can see what you purchased from the supplier. And then for the AP side, they mostly will more focus on this age account payable. Is the aging report. So the aging report will be like this. It can be in detail. Detail means with all the transaction, with the list of transaction, or it can be summarized. This only see at the vendor level only, without the invoice detail or the transaction detail. Okay. This is the aging report. Okay, any question? no question, then we might can have, you can use your phone to scan the QR code, then you, this is the so-called the online form, Q&A, so you try to do the quiz. Okay, then let's see, how you, okay, how much you understand from this, today's section. Okay. So this online form we got the timer, so 15 minutes.
50 minutes.
We got 10 questions, so try your best.
Okay, pass.
Okay, consider part of what you can try to take the view result, and then you can see which one you got the.
Siap.
Berapa? How you score? 70 okay consider pass already. Okay, so I believe so with the more practice you have, or then you more have more understanding on this purchasing module. Okay. So before we end, any questions so far?
For me, I don't have question. It's very good session, very fruitful session in terms of sharing what capabilities of purchasing and account. Specifically purchasing procurement module in the Dynamic 365 PC.
Okay, so hopefully today's section, okay, you will got to gain your knowledge, okay, and then to apply to your working. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.